What's up, guys? I'm BTC. We just got some more updated information about some balance changes. Ana is getting another small little buff, and Brigitte is getting yet another nerf. Just yesterday, the PTR was updated with some balance changes. Ana got some buffs, Brigitte got some nerfs. I've already talked about most of that stuff in some other videos, so you can go and check those out after you're done. But there was some more stuff that was added that they dropped that they're going to be adding to the PTR in the next couple days. And that is going to be another buff for Ana and another nerf for Brigitte. So for Ana, Jeff Goodman over on the forums says there's another Ana change we're making, which didn't quite make this PTR build, but will be up there soon. We're changing Ana's magazine size from 10 to 14, which should help her maintain healing uptime and allow her to more carefully choose when to reload, as opposed to just healing until the reload is forced upon you. So in the shorter fights, this isn't really going to have much of an impact because you're probably not reloading all that often. But in the really long fights, this extra time where you don't have to reload is going to be really good. Overall, your healing is going to increase because, again, you don't have to reload as often. But more importantly, it's going to make it so that a lot of those come on, reload moments don't really happen, where one of your teammates is really damaged and you're waiting for the reload to finish, and then they end up getting taken out before you can fully reload and then try to heal them. So this is actually a pretty nice change here. The other change that they're making is yet another nerf to Brigitte. And he says, we're raising the cooldown on her bash by 20%. It's going from a 5-second to a 6-second cooldown. We'll keep an eye on her to make sure she's still in a good place, as the last thing we want to do is to over-nerf her. There's 2 points that I want to make about this. The first is that this nerf really doesn't change a whole lot, if anything. Going from 5 seconds to 6 seconds on the cooldown doesn't really change what the effectiveness of the shield bash does. What it does is it completely shuts down the enemy Reinhardt whenever he's trying to hold up his shield. And 2, I don't think this is the nerf that Brigitte even needs. Now, I know a lot of people like to complain about the stun, but the fact of the matter is, the reason why Brigitte is so powerful is not because of the stun, it's because of the cleaving ability of her normal attack. It doesn't have a very long range, but it's able to hit 2, 3, 4 people on the enemy team all at once, and that's 35 damage per enemy, so that really adds up. And now I gotta tell you guys something that some of you probably don't want to hear, but that's why you come to this channel, because I tell you the truth, I don't sugarcoat it. The fact of the matter is, unless you're playing Reinhardt, if you are getting consistently, repeatedly hit by Brigitte's shield bash, the problem is not with the ability or the cooldown, the problem is with your positioning. You're too close. She's a very short range character, and if you're getting repeatedly, constantly hit by that shield bash, it's because you're playing too close to her. Whenever I play Brigitte on the competitive ladder, I always look for those enemies that are overextending. They're getting too close to my range, and as soon as they do, that's when I can take advantage of that situation. So if you're playing against Brigitte, you need to learn to keep your distance a little bit more. Now, again, with Reinhardt, it's a different situation, because the fact is, whether the stun is on a 5-second, a 6-second, a 7-second, or even a 10-second cooldown, Brigitte is still going to be able to shut down the enemy Reinhardt, and that is the problem. Not the cooldown itself, the fact that Brigitte can shut down the Reinhardt, because he has to be in the front line. And I don't think that, again, I don't think it's the issue with the shield bash itself. I think the issue lies with the fact that Reinhardt just hasn't been keeping up with the rest of the game. All the other characters have been consistently getting balances and buffs and kind of changing to fit the new versions of Overwatch that are coming out, except for Reinhardt. He's been lagging behind, and now he just really can't keep up. So when he's put in this situation where you have a character like Brigitte comes in, and he just can't do anything. So I think more the issue is that Reinhardt needs to be modified. Maybe he needs some sort of CC resistance, and I don't think they should just give him a copy of Orissa's Fortify, but Reinhardt is the original anchor tank. He is there to basically hold the line for his team, and the fact that he has no CC resistance at all just doesn't make any sense. There's a couple of different things they could do. Since his reload doesn't have any function right now, they could give some sort of CC resistance with that. Or they could give him a new passive ability where it limits the amount of CC he can have. Or maybe it makes it so that he can completely fully resist any CC once every 10 seconds or something. Whatever it happens to be, the fact of the matter is that, again, it's Reinhardt just hasn't been keeping up, and I think that is the problem. Right now, Brigitte is a pretty strong counter to Reinhardt. And from a gameplay and also a lore, if that matters, situation, it doesn't make any sense. Reinhardt should be countering Brigitte, not the other way around. And I think if they were to change that, then a lot of the problems surrounding the Brigitte situation, a lot of those issues would kind of go away if Reinhardt was more of a solid counter against Brigitte. Now, I don't know when these new changes are going to take effect. It could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next week. But if there's anything new that does come up, I'll be sure to let you guys know as soon as it happens. But what do you guys think about all these changes? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out my Discord server. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links for that stuff are down below. And remember, always blame the controller, because it's never your fault. Also, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters for helping to make this all possible. If you'd like to see what kind of cool rewards you can get for supporting the channel, check the links on screen and down below.